Hello and welcome to section 9.1, day 2. We're going to take what we learned in 9.1, day 1, the vocab, and we're going to apply that to some polynomials. We're going to add and subtract them. Here are your answers for day 1. And as I mentioned, this is our learning objective. We're just going to add and subtract these guys today. It's a pretty short and simple lesson. Adding polynomials to add polynomials. You're just going to be combining like terms. There's two different methods that you guys can do for this, and students choose one or the other and generally stick with that. Just a reminder, you can't put exponents together. We're just combining like terms, so it's no different than doing like 5x plus 7x equals 12x, or 5x squared plus 7x squared equals 12x squared. You're just combining like terms. That's all you're doing with this stuff here. Okay, so here's some examples. Here's the vertical format. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your numbers are in or your polynomials are in descending order. So we got 2x cubed, you have 3, 2, 1, you have 2, 3, negative 1. So this is not in the correct format, so you want to adjust it so it looks like that there. And then you're going to, bring your terms down. You have your 2, your negative 5, your 1, x. If you want to put a plus 0 here, you can put a plus 0 there for the constant term. And then you have your x cubed. You have your 2x squared. And again, if you want to put a plus 0x right here, you can do that. And then you have your negative 1. So you're aligning them up so that they are vertically and the exponents match up there. So let's take a look at what this would look like. So again, you can put the plus 0 there if you want. 2x cubed plus x cubed. And that's 1 there, so you have 3x cubed. Negative 5, positive 2, you have negative 3. 1x plus 0x is 1x, or just x. 0, negative 1 is negative 1. And there you go. And then the other one is more, you can use colors or shapes, like for example, or underline. Like this is, I like to do this. Put the x cubes together, and then do 2 of them for the x squareds, and then this one's by itself, and the constant term is by itself, and then just kind of combine like terms. So you have the 2x cubed and the x cubed is 3x cubed, and it's the same problem, but so you have these two here make 3x cubed. You have the negative 5, and the positive 2 is negative 3. The x is by itself, the negative 1 is by itself. Colors, you can also use colors. All these examples, they're all different ways of doing it. Let me show you one other way, actually. I'll show you like shapes. So let's put a rectangle or a square around the x squareds. We'll put a triangle around the x's. And we'll put a circle around the constant terms. That's just another way of doing it. So that'd be 4x squared. That'd be 5x, and that would be negative 6 and positive 10 is positive 4. So there's a lot of different ways of doing this. You can kind of pick and choose the method that you like the best. And then subtracting, what you're going to do is you're just going to distribute the negative sign, or distribute a negative 1, multiply by a negative 1, and then just do what we just did. So once you distribute this negative 1, you can drop all the parentheses. And then combine like terms. Technically, I wouldn't even do this. I'd get rid of all the parentheses. Okay, so we have 4n squared and 2n squared. And I'm using my underlining technique. You have the negative 2n by itself, and then you have the constant terms there, and that's all there is to it. All right, let's do one more here, and then you guys can be on your way. So again, I see a negative sign. I'm going to distribute that negative sign, drop all my parentheses. Negative 5x squared, negative 4x, and a positive 9. And then this is the method that I always seem to go to. Negative x squared, negative 11x, and the 9 is left over. So pretty straightforward stuff for you guys. I'm going to skip that. Here's your assignment. Let me know if you guys have any questions. But yeah, you should be good with 9.1 day 2.